What's up guys, Purger here, back with another video, and today I decided to go get a SSD enclosure. Now the point of this is to explain how to transfer games, files, even operating systems to a different storage device. This is for, say, if you're upgrading your storage to a bigger drive and you're replacing one of the older drives in your system. Most AM4 builds only have about 2 slots in the motherboard. You would have to probably replace the second one that's not Windows if you wanted to avoid migrating Windows to a new drive. Most newer AM5 builds and newer Intel builds have 3 M.2s, but for the people who have only 2 and have Windows running on one and their old game drive running on the other, either way you look at it, you're gonna need this SSD enclosure. It goes for around $20 on Amazon. It's really helpful for AM4 motherboards that only have 2 SSDs. Because if you want to upgrade, all you gotta do is slap your new drive into the motherboard and then put your old one in that enclosure in the last scene we've seen before this expansion card. I'm gonna teach y'all how to transfer things from the old drive to the new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old Barracuda out of this expansion card and put it into the enclosure. Because I'm going to put a new Western Digital Black in this card. For y'all, it would be y'all's motherboard you would be putting that into. But pretend this is your motherboard. It's the same thing. I decided to go with the WD Black again. I love the Western Digital cards. Installation's pretty simple. Just slide it out, put the card in, screw it to the back. So what you want is your new SSD to go in your motherboard and then your old one to go in this enclosure. But for my case, the new one goes in the expansion board and the old one in the enclosure. So now that we're at the computer, all we gotta do is initialize the boot up of the new SSD and then create a new simple volume. This one's gonna be YouTube content games, and as you can see here, I have the new drive set up. Now to move the pre-game SSD to the content games. I'm going to show you how to do that. So there are 2 ways to transfer games and files. I'm going to teach you the first way, which is just mainly for games. You want to right click and go to manage on the game you want to transfer. Then go to files at the top. Then click change drive. Then what you want to do is select your drive. Now, the way to identify your drive is to look at your file explorer and look at my PC. It'll show you the letter, and then you pick the letter. It'll open up this box right here, and you have to create a new folder. And it has to be specific. So capital Xbox, games, capitalize. Press enter. You have a new folder, and then all you got to do is click select folder, and it'll make a new library for your Xbox games. See? Click move, and it'll start the transfer process. Now for Steam, it's a little different. You have to go to settings, but storage, and then you go to your storage. See, we already got pregame SSD. We want to add a drive. Now to identify, you know what to do. We want H. It'll create a new Steam library folder automatically, so we don't need to actually put in the library. It'll create it automatically. So now we have the pregame and the YouTube content. So what we're going to do is click the box here of whatever games we want to move, and then click move, select your drive. And here we go, YouTube content games. We clicked move and just wait for it to move the content. For Epic, it's a little more advanced. You gotta go to library, go all the way down to the game, click the 3 dots, click manage, go to this little search with the folder icon. It'll open up your games library. You wanna go back to the Epic folder at the top where it says your game. Click copy, go to your storage device you want to move to. For me, it's drive G. And once you're under that folder, create a new folder. We're going to make this folder Epic Games X. We want to make it different than the default one. So after that, click the folder and then paste the contents into that folder. Depending on the game files, this one took me a while. So I forgot to record this part, but you do need to rename the file after it transfers. So something like Fortnite 1 is what I named it. Then what you want to do is go back to the game library and uninstall the game. Then what you want to do is click install again. You want to click browse to select your new drive. Go to the Epic Games or whatever you named it, the new folder, and just click at the bottom select folder. Click install. Right before it installs, click the dots, cancel install. Go back to the Epic Games folder. Double click the original folder we modified. Select the entire folder. Click cut. Or Control X. Go back to your Epic Games folder. Go to the new one and click paste. Then all you got to do is press resume and it should verify to your new SSD. Alright, so the second way of moving stuff is if you have a Windows drive. Well, if you want to move your Windows to a new drive, even if this drive has games with the Windows installation, go to my YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the descriptions. You'll need a software called Micros. I teach you how to install Windows. This also works if you have games and other files on your drive. So look down in the description if you want to learn the second way. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it taught you something. Give it a like if you did. In the next few videos, I have some Logitech gear that I want to review. So I'm super excited for that. Anyway, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye.